Look at those palm trees, damn!
Hi guys, my name is Abigail Joy, if you don't already know, and this is The Pursuit of Joy. Today we are doing a repot with me, if you couldn't guess. No, this is not a plant tour. I wanted to get that out for you guys this week, but it looks like it's going to be next week. I did something to my shoulder and neck. It hurts a lot. I keep stretching. I gotta probably stretch more, but I also am doing more right now to get ready for this plant tour. I'm also using it as a spring clean, deep clean. So I'm in lots of weird positions, doing lots of weird things all day, and yeah, it hurts. I already have a back problem, so you know. Anywho, I've got some Micans, I've got some Scindapsus, I've got Alocasia, I've got my Melanochrysum, kind of Hoya. Yeah, let's get into it. So I've also been asked a few questions lately, you know, kind of about myself. So I figured while I'm repotting, I will go ahead and answer some of those questions, give you a little bit about me and who I am, what I do. So I'm actually not going to start with the Hoya. This makes me anxious. Let's start with one that doesn't make me quite as anxious. I don't know how aesthetically pleasing this frame is, or even my face is right now for you guys. But as I said, I'm hurting, so this is a casual video. Casual Abby. Okay. So these are the cuttings I got for free off of Marketplace. You guys will know if you watched my final plant haul of 2020. It came in this glass. I may have broken a couple roots and a couple leaves while pulling it all out because it was so tight in there. They must have been in there since they were cut. And they've got a pretty decent root system now, so I do need to untangle these guys, and what I'm going to do is, I mean, there were so many of them that I obviously had to take them out of there. I think I'm gonna keep a few in water and maybe a little over half potted up. So as I untangle, I will answer one of the questions I got lately from one of my followers. The question was, how long have you been gardening? How long have you had a green thumb? Well, the answer to that, holy tangled macaroni. Okay. Just making sure that you can see me. Ow. Let me get down here a little bit. Hopefully that's better for you guys. Okay. So the answer to that question is, I grew up in England, as you probably already know if you've seen my videos. I like to mention it. Yeah, there's a lot of humidity in England. A lot of things grow all year round in England. My dad is also a nature lover. He used to take us on hikes every weekend since I can remember, really, since we could walk. If you know the Lake District in England, then I walked up Cat Bells, I believe, all the way up and all the way down without complaining when I was 5 years old, so pretty proud of that. But I grew up in Devon in the southwest on the coast. So we used to go to the beach, pebbles, sandy. We used to go to, walk along fields, walk through forests. I remember drinking out of a spring, a natural spring, best water I've ever tasted in my life. Just that one time, but it was really good. My Scindapsus filter, not sponsored, although, hey Scindapsus. But our Scindapsus filter is probably the closest to that water that I've tasted. Okay, so I keep holding this Micans. Let's keep going here. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay, trying to do two things at once. What, Abby, what? Okay. So my mom also, I would garden with her, flowers and stuff out of the front garden, and some trees and veggies and fruits in the back. She had a greenhouse for a few years as well. I love the smell of tomatoes because it reminds me of walking into my mom's greenhouse at the end of the garden when I was a kid. So, and I just remember dancing, galloping around the garden at times. I think I was a bit of a fairy back then too. Fairy. So yeah, grew up around nature. I learned a few things from my parents along the way. They were fairly outdoorsy, liked to be active. They are now running marathons in their 50s. Sorry, mom and dad, if you don't want that out there, but I think it's pretty awesome because when I get to 50, I don't necessarily want to be running a marathon, but maybe a Spartan race. I have done that once before already. Wholly tangled. I know I already said that, but my goodness. These have got some really good root systems on them, and that's why they are so tangled. So after that, when I left home and went out on my own, I always, in each room or apartment that I had, I always tried to have at least one plant. I would always kill it and have to buy another, but I tried. And then as the years went on, I think it was probably just before I had Kai or right after I had Kai. That's kind of when my green thumb kind of ignited, I guess you could say. Okay. You may realize that the lighting has changed, that the frame has changed, that there is soil in front of me. The camera happened, that's what happened. I blame it on the technology. But we're back, so let's go ahead and move on to the next question and the next plant. Now, just a disclaimer, to repot and answer questions and get it on camera and make it look nice is actually not easy. I thought it was easier than it was going to be. This is not easy. Kaylee Ellen, kudos, okay? Kudos. Okay, so also another of my favorites. Shout out to Kaylee Ellen. Oh, yeah. In the part that I thought I was filming but didn't get recorded, I was talking about Summer Rain and her book, How to Make a Plant Love You. That's one of the books that I read last March, I believe, like right after the whole lockdown situation happened. That was one of the things that kind of gave me that attitude of, okay, I can do this. Nothing can stop me now. So here we are, and nothing has stopped me. Even technology. Okay, so let me have a sip of tea. The next one I want to do that's going to go on that wall with the potted micans that you just saw but didn't see me repot. I'm going to put in here, I'm going to put these two propagations together. Believe it or not, they are the same plant. Let me get you a closer look here. Oh geez, I did say I'm in pain, right? I did not pick the best place to do this, but that's okay. Here you go. So let's do that first. And then this one. They've both got some good roots on them. This one, not as much, but I'm okay with it. I'm gonna put them together, so they should be fine. So let me get back down here. Oh, geez, so you can see me. Yeah, I think I also said in the part that didn't get filmed that I'm down here, number one, because I don't want to give you too much of a sneak peek, because obviously the plant tour is right around the corner, hopefully next week. Don't forget to turn those notifications on. But also, I made a mess on here yesterday repotting some stuff, so I figure why not make it dirty again before I have to clean it, right? So here we go. I have also had questions about England, obviously, because I talk so much about it. So yes, I was born there, in the greater London area in Carshalton. Shout out to if you live in Carshalton, comment down below. I will say hi. That's so cool. Birthplace, yay. So then when I was 1, I think, my parents moved down to Devon, back down to Devon, because that's where my dad was from and grew up. So we were in Exeter, and that's where I grew up for 10 years of my life. My sister was born, my brother was born, and then when I was 10, we came here to Toronto, Canada, and we lived in the greater Toronto area for a while. Then we moved to the country for quite a while. Most of my formative high school years, we were in the country, which I'm so grateful for. But then, yeah, I came to the city, so that's why I have an indoor jungle. But before I came to the city, I went back to England, back to London, to study vocals at college. That was quite the party year, and I met some awesome people that I will never forget, and I still talk to a few of them. Shout out if you're watching. Hi guys, comment down below if you are. I would love to chat. I'd love to get back in touch. I miss England a lot. We were hoping to come back this year, but obviously it's just not going to be possible. But yeah, get in touch. Anyways, then, oh, right, potting. Yeah, I should do that too, right? So I spent the year there, had a great time, learned a lot, not just about music and vocals, and I went to LCCM, London Centre of Contemporary Music, which has now actually changed its name. I believe the letters are still LCCM, but I think they stand for Contemporary Creative Media, something like that. Anyways, great school, great time. Came back after a year, had a few mental breakdowns, to be honest. And then eventually got blessed with Kai, and that's kind of when things changed. But that's England for me, and my whole family is there. We only have our immediate family here, so my brother, my sister, my mom, and my dad. Everyone else is back in England. So shout out to my English family if you guys are watching. Thank you for watching, and I love you so much, and I wish I could come back right now. And I even wish I could come back this year. That's what we were thinking about, but I don't think that's going to be possible now, unfortunately. But yeah, comment down below. I'll say hi. And so that's England. And I do have a place in my heart for Canada. I'm getting better at winters now that I have my indoor jungle. But yeah, maybe go back one day, maybe to live. I'm not sure. We'll see. I don't foresee myself staying in Canada for the rest of my life, but we shall see. I also have a son now, so it depends on him. But I think, do I need more soil? Okay, maybe I haven't put these down far enough. I should probably change the way that I'm sitting. I just didn't want to put these roots back in here, but I also want it to sit nicely. I do have some more soil over here. I think I'm going to start to make a mess, so let's put these up here. I say I'm going to start to make a mess, and I've clearly already made a mess. I'm going to use some of this Hoya dirt because this is going in a way smaller pot, clearly. So let's do this and hope that this is good enough. So this is a really light, airy mix. Perlite, orchid bark, and obviously, as I said before with the other one, it does not have a hole, but it does have materials at the bottom, and I do know how to handle no drainage holes. Again, like I said before, actually, no, I think that was in the part that didn't get recorded, but I was saying that there is no teacher like experience. We can read all the books we want, and we will learn from going to those traditional sources of education. However, there is nothing like experience. And because I have experience dealing with no drainage holes, I think I'll be okay. There are myths out there that say your plants will die if you don't have a drainage hole. That is not true. You just have to deal with it differently, treat it differently, right? So I will have a video coming out in the near future regarding houseplant myths, so stay tuned. But that looks good enough to me. Does it look good enough to you? Obviously it's a little pot, and that's one giant leaf. However, because the root systems aren't huge, I'm okay with putting this in here for now. I will probably end up repotting that whole section of my bedroom wall in the summer, but for now it suffices. For now, they're gonna do okay in there. Actually, I think they're gonna do well in there, to be honest with you. So let's see. And yeah, I think it's gonna look good. And then I like that I've got 2 plants in here as well. I got a few Scindapsus exotica cuttings in the fall, I believe, or maybe like very beginning of winter. And I had a few more nodes than this. I had a couple die on me because I actually experimented and put them in different mediums. But this one was from moss Oh my god, I just realized that it's throwing a little hand. It's got a little baby. I just realized, okay, I gotta show you. Okay, let me get closer. Hold on, let me come around. Okay, sorry for it being all dirty, but if you can see there, he is pregnant. It's so tiny, I don't know if you guys can see. But yeah. And then obviously this guy. So pretty. It's got dirt all over it right now, but that's okay. So I will put this back in one of these. I think it's this, gonna be this one, yeah. I'll do that one after. Okay. Jesus. Up and down, up and down. Let's do this for you. So, excuse me. So this guy who I just broke the last leaf off of today, getting it out here. This one is from a local seller of mine. This one is a cutting that my mom took of her old plant, and also this one is as well. So this one's been doing okay in water. I'm nervous to transition it to soil, but I think it should be okay, especially because I am going to obviously downsize this. There were more cuttings in here, by the way. I wasn't stupid. I put enough cuttings in for this size, but they didn't all survive the winter. So obviously now these two guys and this one are gonna get a smaller pot. So here we go. So another question. I'm just thinking, people have messaged me on different forums, so, and I didn't write anything down, I'm sorry. This is, as I said, a casual video. My goals, my aspirations, my planty aspirations. I would like to own land. Just so you know. I use anything that I can. Anyways, what was I saying? Wow. Yeah, see, this is... Okay. Bye. Bye. What was I saying? Oh, God. As I said, this is not as easy as Kaylee Ellen makes it look. She is a rock star. Okay, so, okay, they're doing okay. They're doing okay. Let me show you these roots so that you can see. Oh, that I'm not a horrible Hoya mom. They're okay, right? They're okay. Okay, so that's that. I probably should have let this guy dry a little. That's okay. I would like to own land. And I would like to, I don't know, there's such bad connotation that comes with the word commune. But I would love to create some sort of community, which is where the word commune comes from. For all those who didn't know. But I would like to create some sort of community where we live off of the land and we all have respect for the land, and where we all abide by the land, and the land is our master and not money. So, I mean, that's the ultimate goal, right? And I think that is the ultimate goal for a lot of us, is to live off of the land and be a servant to the land rather than money and society and corrupt man, which is what it seems like we are right now. But a lot of us are breaking out of that, and for a lot of us, the dream is to, own some land and preserve this awesome earth we have. I think I said in a recent video in a blooper, I mean, the evidence shows that Mother Nature is going to come back. It's us that we're, I wouldn't say slowly killing. So on a happier note, that's what I want to do. And I think that the more people that becomes their dream, it gives me hope. It gives me hope, and I think it should give all of us hope. So if that is your dream, then please comment down below and let me know, and I'd love to chat with you. And I think great minds think alike, and I think talking to each other is one of the main ways that we grow, in which we grow. So back to the Hoya. So these 3 are going in. Let's move this guy over there. And I'm going to readjust here because I am not comfortable. Oh, my body is starting to feel slightly better as I'm taking a little bit of a break, but it's been hardcore lately. It's been hardcore. But that's okay. Things are happening. Good things are happening. So, let me get myself situated here. What am I doing? Pot. Pot goes in pot. Let's put a bit of soil in the bottom. We don't want to put them straight in. So if you guys have any questions for me that I haven't covered so far, then please comment down below and let me know. If you're interested in what I have to say, or you feel the same way, then I'd love to chat with you. That's the whole point of this, I think, really, is to meet with like-minded people, grow with like-minded people, and also help inspire other people to grow. Just like there's a lot of lessons that we can learn from nature and plants, and how they grow and how they adapt and how they evolve. So I guess this is the perfect time to announce that I will be doing a series. I haven't quite figured out the official name for it. However, it will be life lessons from plants, essentially. There's so many parallels, so many similarities, so many parallels that we can draw from our houseplants. So I am excited to get that started. That will be obviously after the updated plant tour. But yeah, a little exciting news there. Okay, so this guy's gonna look funky, but that's okay. I like funky. I grew up on the funk. Oh yeah, music. Let's talk music. Because you guys might, well, if you saw my first plant tour, you saw the keyboard and the drumsticks and the guitar, so. And that's not all of it either, so there's stuff that you didn't see. So yeah, music is one of the bigger parts of my life as well. It is not as prominent right now. Obviously, plants are the most prominent. Oh, there are more marbles. More marbles, because, yeah. However, I love music. As I said, I went back to England after high school. Well, I worked for a little bit after high school, and then I went back at Tim Hortons. Yay! Shout out to anybody who's worked at Tim Hortons, and especially shout out to people working at Tim Hortons right now. I'll pray for you. I'm sorry. I love you though. Thank you for giving my son hash browns on the weekend and me coffee on the weekend. And I apologize for the people that won't apologize for themselves. Anyways, rabbit trails as usual. What was I saying? Oh yeah, music. So I went back to study in London. I went back to study vocals in music college. It was something that, I don't know, post-secondary was never something that I really was interested in. Ask my friends that I grew up with. I always said, I'm not going to school, I'm too good for school. Which I think part of me still thinks, but I knew if I was going to go to school, then it had to be for something that I loved at least. And I've always known that I love singing and I love music and I love dancing and just the arts in general. So, and I've always known that I'm good at it and that I can go places with the talent that I have. So, not to toot my own horn, that sounded really horrible, but I don't know, I've just always known it. I'll admit I never put in the work, but you know, that's also I think healing first is more important, and then you can affect people in a positive way, right? So I am glad that I am not there yet. However, it is also still my goal. So this plant thing is not just a fling. It is a lifetime thing. It is a lifestyle thing. However, I do plan on letting it be a platform at some stage when I'm ready. To showcase what I got. Because, yeah, I think I have something to offer. But anyways, I hate talking about me, and I can't believe I did a repot with me video. Sorry, just trying to break orchid bark, you know, casual. I think these are in here well enough. I'm just a little concerned that they're not, but I think we'll be okay. Maybe let's give them a bit of water and then see where that leads us. Okay, so just put some water and letting it kind of pull the soil and air bubbles down. Pat the top a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I do think that's enough soil. So I do have a couple of roots hanging out here. Yeah, you can see it moving there anyways. So I'm okay with leaving that out. Obviously, it grew when it was a cutting in water, but there were enough underneath that I'm okay with that. So let's see how these guys do. I think it'll be okay because I'm actually going to put them right in the window like they were not before. There you go. So, I don't know, funky but cute. I don't, like, right? Funky but cute, I don't know. I think so. So that's gonna go in the window. On to the next plant. I realize that I'm on my knees again, so that you can't see all of me. That's okay. You don't need to see all of me. Ugh. Yeah, I totally like didn't put much makeup on or anything for you guys today. I apologize. Again, casual Abby. Okay. So, which one are we going to do next? I don't want to do that one next. I want to do... This is my Melanochrysum cutting. Let me get up there for you. That I got in one of my hauls. Actually, I got this one in my first haul, I believe. Yeah, this guy's putting out yet another leaf. Can you see that there? It's kind of hard to see right there. So that's the fourth leaf, and obviously this was the first leaf that came with it. And it's growing roots from 2 different spots. So I'm pretty excited about that because I may even be able to get 2 plants out of this guy. But for now, what I'm going to do is pot him up, but in leca? Yeah, leca. Leca? Do I want to do leca? Then I have to get it down if it's in leca. And it's going to be in a hanger. Abby, do yourself a favor. Put it in soil. Okay, Abby. Oh, hey. The verdict is, by Abby, that we are putting it in soil. So it is going in here for that bedroom wall to finish that off. So let's take this out of the hanger here. And I've got a little, this is a cash po, and I do have a pot to go inside of it, and it has stranatoles. Oh my god. So I won't have to worry about this one at all. This one obviously is the one that is harder to take out. And they're all up high on that bedroom wall, so it's not easy to take down. And the friggin' laundry is down on the floor on that wall, so yeah. Fun times. Okay, so we are going to put it in soil. That is the verdict. Should I cut it? No, I shouldn't. I'm just because it has roots growing out of 2 places, I was like, oh my god, should I? Should I? But you know what? It's too risky. They're too close together, and it's too much of a baby, and I'm not going to do it. Okay, so that decision was made. Shouldn't put that in there straight away. I'm going to put some soil in the bottom. So now that we've talked music, let's talk dance. So I danced on and off for my whole childhood, formally and informally. Oh, wait, I'm putting way too much soil in here. What am I doing? Again, this talking and repotting thing, not as easy as I thought. So, okay, that's good. So, I have always danced. I came out the womb dancing, I think. Actually, well, I came out of the womb singing, and then I started dancing. But let's put this up straight. I want this to be nice and, because it's got to get light too, right? You know what? It needs to actually be a little bit higher. Sorry guys, I just don't want to frig this up, because once it goes up, again, it's harder to get down. Okay, there it is. That's good, right? Yeah. So I have done hip hop, I have done jazz, I have done contemporary, I've done modern, I've done breakdance, I've done pretty much everything except tap. And maybe some people think that's weird because I'm such a music lover too, but first of all, I don't know, the opportunity never really arose. I mean, yeah, I was in dance school and there were classes that I could have taken, but either they were coinciding with other classes, or we didn't have enough money to take more classes, or I didn't have enough time to take more classes, and it was just one of those things that I didn't really have an interest in. Like, I love watching good tap dancers, but I mean, not for hours, and to have to do it for hours, I mean, respect to anybody who does and can do it well, because I know it takes a lot of time also to turn your talents into crafts. So, with all due respect, tap dance is just not my thing. So, I think out of all of them, I enjoy, I would say, hip-hop and contemporary the most. Just because I feel I can be the most expressive in those forms. I don't know. Again, that might not be everybody's take, but that's just my take. I only took breakdance for 8 months. 6 to 8 months, I think. But I loved that. I loved it. And I think I was pretty good at it for a white girl. So, yeah, I love to dance. And not only does it keep me in shape when I do it, but it's also, yeah, a way of expression, and it's an art form. So I am definitely a dancer at heart. Okay, so this is the Melano. I can't believe that I just did this, guys, that I just potted it up. But let me show you. I'm going to come around so I can show you properly. But how cute. So cute. Like, I'm obsessed. I thought I was obsessed with this before, but now I'm even more obsessed. Adorable. Okay, so that is the Melano. Cute AF, if I do say so myself. I will put that in there. Let's do that. So excited about these cute little guys. Okay. Okay, we have one more, which is the Fry Deck. Now, yes, this is the one that I got from my Final Plant Haul 2020, and it has, in the last few weeks, kind of gone downhill. So I need to repot this guy. I love this tiny leca. My leca is huge. Well, okay, to be fair, it's varied, but it's got a lot of big chunks in it, which I don't like. So I'm just actually pulling the last bits of the roots off that aren't healthy. They come off very easily, and also it will help the plant going into its new home. Okay, I think I got, ooh, tiny little new root. Let me show you guys. You see, yeah. Aw, cute. Okay, and this is the leaf that I have. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the small leca in the bottom of this. So I'm actually gonna use this. I'm just taking this out. Then, is that enough? Yeah, that's enough. So we're gonna find a position for it where he might be happy. Oh my God, his root has gone into the leca hole. Oh my God, I have to show you guys this, and I have to get up again, but I have to show you guys this. Straight in to the leca hole. I don't see it coming out anywhere, but it's just gone straight in. I went to take it out and it just hung there. So pretty cool. Anyhow, now that I've freaked out over that, and probably no one else did, comment if you freaked out like me and thought it was cool like me. Not like cool like me, I'm cool. Cool like you thought. You know what I mean. I think that is sitting pretty in there. So I've got, you guys can't see, so I've got my jar of leca, my jar of leca. Okay. And now he's not okay. Let's try and get him back in there and put this leca in here. So to recap, I love plants and I've kind of been around and exposed to and inspired by nature my whole life. Sorry if this leca is loud. My varicosum is a wet stick right now. And I don't know whether that part recorded, but in case it didn't, I also killed the monster at Thai constellation. Anyhow, oh my God, this piece is so huge. I love Summer Rain and Kaylee Ellen. I am from England, living in Toronto. Leca. I love music. I love to dance. I love to sing. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. And I don't know, I thought I'd talk about myself because I haven't talked about myself really on this channel much, other than maybe just the very beginning of the first plant tour that I ever did, which was kind of a hot mess. And I'm only doing the second one now, and I'm still saying that. So I'm excited for this next one. I hope you guys are too. Let's put this leca in. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you know when that plant tour is coming out. I promise you guys, I am really trying to get it out next week. If you are seeing this in the future, hopefully I'm more organized than this by then. But you know, c'est la vie. Gotta roll with the punches, just like our plants do. They roll with the punches, right? So, okay, voila. So I have this baby in here. Let's show you the bottom and then show you guys that leaf if I can without spilling leca. So that's my baby. That's my Friday baby, and hopefully he will come back to life. Obviously we saw that new tiny little root and the root that went straight into the leca ball, so he should be good. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this repot with me. I know it was a little all over the place because I'm doing this at like, I think it's now 10 at night, maybe even past 10. I'm really tired and I've been chugging tea all day. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed getting to know me a little bit and my aspirations for the future. And hopefully it's indicative of the future of this channel as well. So I hope if you haven't subscribed already that you go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. And I hope, and I know you hope, that it will be the updated plant tour. Cheers, guys. I wish you well on your pursuit of joy. Until next time, peace. Okay, mug up there, tea up there. I'm gonna need more.
Look at those palm trees, damn!